Okay, now we're recording.
Okay. From time to time I get asked about cans. Now here is the deal with cans on air guns. They are not regulated by the ATF, so if you try to email the ATF, they will not answer your questions about it. They are regulated by like some homeowners group, I don't really remember what exactly it's called, but as far as air guns are concerned, they're actually toys in the United States of America. But there are some funny things about putting a can on them. If they're manufactured with them, it's fine. If they're not manufactured with them, you're not going to hear this from anybody else. But generally, if you really want to mind your P's and Q's about them, it has to be attached to the stock, and it also has to be flimsy enough to where a powder round would make it explode. But if you want to put a can on one of these Super Birds, it doesn't really make much sense, because once you get up into high rates of fire, like the extreme rates of fire where you're just dumping so much air out of the barrel, what happens is you'll fill up all your air chambers in the can. And so it's just like not having one at all. They do work decent for single shot fire or lower rates of fire, but you have to understand that when you're shooting high pressure at extreme fire rates, your baffles are going to fill up with pressure, and it'll be just like you don't even have one on now. Alright, that's about it for cans. So, and yeah, you can find them on eBay for the Russian barrels. That's up to you if you want to go that route. But like I say, I'm just not really a big fan of them, because what I do in the extreme rates of fire that I try to get these things to shoot, it's just pointless. And there's another thing that you have to worry about whenever you get into these extreme rates of fire. If you don't have your magazine tuned, if you don't have your hopper magazine tuned perfectly, what will happen is if your clutch is too loose, your air will push the BBs down out of the feed channel, and occasionally they'll venturi the BBs out, so you'll have a BB that might be that far away from the valve body, and you'll have that air go over it and it'll suck it up, and it might come out of there at 200-300 feet per second, and then your magazine will catch up, and it'll load all the BBs up in your valve body to where you have one in full battery. And then when you have one in full battery, it shoots it out at high velocity, about 1,000 feet per second. That BB is going to hit the other BB that's coming out slower, and they will go everywhere. And this also happens if you don't have everything tuned up perfectly. This will happen in the can, and you will destroy your can. So that's just why I don't like using cans. They are decent for single shots in the neighborhood. If you just want to be discreet, they're good for that, but you're not at extreme rates of fire. Alright guys, later.